So, if some of you've seen it before, I put out a full video talking about how the mummy rumors were completely fake, and most of it was AI, and most of it was clickbait and all that stuff. But what's crazy is I wasn't wrong. At the time, mainly the AI was getting a movie called The Mummy, okay, confused with the Mummy. Okay, so there was a movie coming out, and it was out. It was just this shitty little B movie, and they can use the title The Mummy because The Mummy cannot be copyrighted as such. Okay, the reason for that is the title The Mummy has been used all the way back. That's like saying the werewolf, the vampire. Okay, these things have already been used, and sometimes, especially with like titles of movies and everything, if they're not very specific, then you cannot technically copyright them. Naming conventions around these kind of things are very specific. Whereas something like iPod is like a product, it's tied to a thing. And this isn't true with all movie titles, but with this one specifically, anyone can make a movie called The Mummy, unfortunately. But yeah, so some of the rumors, here's the issue. Was I wrong before on that other video? Absolutely not. There was zero rumors, and now there's starting to be rumors. In fact, there are quite a few rumors that I'm going to try to get cleared up in this because I think this is super important. Now, I've been tracking this for years, and I often go and look and see if there's any updates, because once Brendan Fraser got back into acting, I knew it was a matter of time before somebody with deep pockets said, I want to make good money off of this man now that he's back. It was just a matter of time. So it is officially no longer just a rumor that they are trying to make a new Mummy. I guess it would be 4. I don't really see how they could do anything else, because the people that they're trying to get are all the old actors. So it should be number 4. I don't know if they're going to talk about number 3. I don't know where they're headed with that. What I do know is number 4, it is being talked about seriously, and it's in development. Okay, so what does in development mean? In development means they're getting actors together, they're making lists, they're writing a rough draft, they're seeing if they can get funding for it, they're seeing if they can get enough movement around the industry to figure out if it would be possible to make the movie. Now, we already know that, like, we have a ton of fans. Like, obviously it can happen, but it's not just a rumor anymore. Okay, it's not just some AI slop that's being posted out there. And there are images floating around like this, which to me look AI. Okay, because I have seen this picture of Brendan Fraser before. I have not necessarily seen this picture of Oded, but it could be floating out there. I honestly can't tell you if this is credible or not, but with this particular thing, this is fake. So it's very annoying. It's very annoying because these AI things, they latch on to like a comment or quote, and they just funnel you into clickbait. And that's why I have my channel, because I tell the truth. All that happened was he said he would be willing to come back. That is his official statement recently. Now, one of the reasons why I didn't figure he'd want to come back is because he has had problems in the past with Brendan Fraser being a perfectionist, difficult to work with in certain ways. Not in a bad way, but he struggled to keep up with him, and I don't think that would be a problem anymore, though. I don't think that would be an issue. Now, on John Hannah, So far, nothing. There's been no word on if he would come back or not. I would imagine no, but I cannot speak to that. The people that they have talked to so far has been Brendan Fraser, Rachel Weisz, and Oded Fehr, and basically that is the triple threat currently. If they can get as many people from the old movie, I think that that's what they're trying to do. So it will be a number 4, and there is, again, a shitty movie called The Mummy that came out. It's completely unrelated. We had to fight those rumors off by, like, just multiple people just kept on posting these stupid fucking articles, bro. But Entertainment Weekly has covered it. IGN's covered it. Multiple trades magazines have covered it. It is officially moving forward, but it's not greenlit yet, okay? There are no tax filings. There's no universal press release. There's no union official promotion or production list. There's no state film office permits, tax credit filings, anything. There's nothing. All it is right now is they're seeing who they can get. Now, it's been covered in multiple industry things. It is official, and the people who wrote the original one will be writing this one. Now, I will say this. This is the best you're going to get. Okay? There is no more information online to get for this, but I just want to make something clear. This can fall through. And all Oded said in his interview was, we would all be happy to do it again. Referring to The Mummy. That's it. Is he in on it? He is in talks. All 3 of these people are in talks, but nothing's for sure yet. A lot of the people involved in The Mummy, people wonder why it kind of crumbled. Obviously, Brendan Fraser was on the way out. We found that out in a big way. Rachel Weisz did not want to be somebody's mother. She has this extremely bad problem with aging. It's like a mental thing where she did not want to be seen as somebody's mom in a movie yet, because she thought she was still young and she thought it was an insult, and so she wanted to leave. Honestly, and then John Hannah honestly kind of put the series behind him. He's on to bigger and better things. In his opinion, he wants to keep moving forward with his career, not just be the Mummy guy, which is kind of what happened a little bit. He got really locked into that you're the Mummy guy, and that did not help his career. And the same with Rachel. When she tried to go do other movies, she was kicked around a lot, and I got to be honest, most of the movies she starred in were terrible. Brendan Fraser obviously left acting altogether. Oded and Arnold Vosloo, the guy who played Imhotep, and all them, without those core actors, even if they wanted to, they couldn't have done it. So they moved on as well. And unfortunately, they needed to keep making money, so obviously, they turned to The Rock and the Scorpion King films, and it just got increasingly fucking bad until they just took it off of life support. At just every single movie was just incredibly, getting worse and worse. And then we're not even going to talk about the animation, of the Scorpion King in the movies. Good God. But I will say this. Hollywood is ripe right now with this. We need to dig in the past and get stuff that works so we can stop losing money. And they're trying to bring back a ton of stuff. And I've covered a lot of that here on this channel, whether it's Highlander or what have you, right? So just be very clear. They want this to work because they are trying to, again, nostalgia bait an entire generation into giving them money. Who knows if the movie will even be good. I do know that, like, Brendan Fraser is in a better headspace, and I think if he comes back, and with the way his personality is, he can probably convince everyone to come back, to be honest. But who knows what'll happen. I just want everyone to know that the main purpose of this channel is to dig into stuff like this and just give you the honest answer. Not the answer you want to hear, not the answer that some friend told you that's completely made up, but the real answer. The answer that's going to answer what you're asking. And is the mummy coming? Most likely. There's too many important people trying to push for this right now, and I just do believe Hollywood is in the situation where it's like, they kind of need the money, and they kind of know it's a safe bet. I mean, right now, even you're like, I'd go see it. I don't care what it is. If it's got Brendan Fraser and it's got that lineup, who gives a fuck, right? We're gonna go see it. So they know that. They're not idiots. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, take a look at my other videos, subscribe, get to know me. We're very close to hitting our monetization thing. We've got 100 hours left, and we've got ads that we can actually profit and make money from this, and we can keep pushing forward and keep making videos like this. I reply to every comment. I'll see you in the next one.